Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So today's case is Connie Marie Ruddy. She went missing when she was approximately 21 years old. She's from Ida Grove, Iowa, in Ida County. This happened in February the 10th, 1997. We've got some case updates on this, so I thought it'd be important to bring it to your guys' attention. First of all, before we start, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so via PayPal. You can also do that via Buy Me a Coffee, or you could buy a membership, and that would give you access to things on the channel. You know, like we'll do live streams that are just messing about, having fun. Uh, Members get to post on there, give me ideas of what I can do to make the channel better. And you can also do that via a super chat or a super thanks. But back into the case, um, Connie went missing in 1997. This is an older case, but there's been some recent activity. So a member, sorry, came forward and said, "This is local to me. I'd like you guys to look into it," and popped it in my Discord. So what I've done is I've looked into it and I've found some things on top of what she found. So I'm going to mute a second and let this play, and then I'm going to go over a quick timeline that was created by a lady called Jodie Ewing, and she's from Iowa Cold Cases. We'll go over that website as well, so you guys can have a look at it yourself. And I'll even I'll drop this in the comments, so you guys have got a chance to go and look at this website yourselves.
Today marks 25 years since a woman from Ida Grove, Iowa, went missing from her home. Investigators continue to monitor the case, but they say it has sat cold for more than 2 decades. KTAV's Amber Salas spoke with a woman's daughter about family memories.
It has been 25 years of the Ruddy family waiting for answers on what exactly happened. 21-year-old Connie Ruddy went missing from her home in 1997, leaving her 2 children behind.
Every day there's, not a day to where I don't think about her. Wishing that she could be here to, watch her granddaughter grow up or be here when I get married.
Autumn Ruddy was just 2 years old when her mom went missing. She doesn't remember much about what her mom was like, but lives through the precious memories her family and friends have passed along.
So mainly just that she was like a sweet, kind-hearted, lady who loved her family, and would do anything for us kids.
Connie Ruddy was considered a missing person until her jawbone was found 2 years later by a man searching for fossils in the Boyer River. The Ida County Sheriff say they continue to keep the case active and open to find answers.
We have not forgotten about Connie. We have not forgotten about her case. Anytime something new comes up, we do investigate. We do look into it.
The Ruddy family still hopes that one day they can find the answers and get the closure they need.
growing up without a mom is probably one of the hardest things that I ever had to do. So if there's anything that anybody could say to help us find her or the person who did this to her, I would greatly appreciate it.
Amber Salas, KTIV News 4.
The sheriff says every new piece of information that comes in on Connie's case is investigated. He urges anyone with information about the case to contact authorities.
News tonight on Live at 5.
Okay, so we are going to go back to that website. We are going to watch this up and coming video, but I want to show you guys the website. This is a fantastic website. It's got it's got a timeline. It's got all the information in. I recommend you guys go and give the website a look. Like I said, I'll put it in the comments for you. I'm going to go to the website now, and you guys can have a look. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so Connie Marie Ruddy, homicide. Connie Marie Ruddy, 21 years old at the time, 305 Burns Street, Ida Grove, Iowa, Ida County, February 10th, 1997. Case summary. So, Connie Ruddy, a 21-year-old mother of two, was reported missing from her Ida Grove, Iowa home on Monday, February the 10th, 1997. Her 2-year-old daughter and 3-month-old son were found alone inside the residence unharmed. Ruddy had last been seen by her sister 9 p.m. Saturday, February the 8th. So there's a bit of a gap. In Ruddy's home at around 10 a.m. Monday, a friend stopped by and discovered Ruddy had gone and her children alone. Ruddy's car was still at the house and she hadn't taken her purse. Those who knew her described Ruddy as a responsible young mother one who wouldn't leave her children unattended, and her disappearance indicated something was wrong. Ida County Sheriff David Jensen requested assistance from the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigations. A graduate of Marlard High School, Ruddy had lived in Ida Grove for 2 years and wasn't employed outside the home. Her husband, Chad Ruddy, was in the Army and stationed at Fort Lewis in Tacoma, I'm guessing that's Washington, maybe. But the two were going through a divorce. On Saturday, February 15, officials and volunteers mounted a search for Ruddy, bringing in dogs to see if they could determine whether Ruddy had gotten into a vehicle and left, or left on foot. Ida County's Emergency Management Coordinator, Dick Madsen, and Switzerland area chapter of the American Red Cross assisted in arranging the search, which produced no clues or information. We've got a big fat zero here, Jensen is quoted saying in a Silks City Journal article dated February 16th, 1997. Most questions I have responded with, I don't know, I don't know. On August 31st, 1999, More than 2 years after she went missing, a man looking for fossils near Ida Grove found human jawbone on the Boyer River sandbar in Crawford County near Doe City. The fossil hunter took the mandible, so the mandible's part of the jaw, to the Crawford County Sheriff's Office, and the Sheriff Tom Hogan, already treating it like a homicide, immediately had the scene sealed off and a guard posted while sheriff officials and National Guard search along the river surrounding area for additional evidence. Because you can't go back and secure the crime scene, Hogan said in a journal article dated November 5th, 2005, sorry. You get one bite at that apple. If you blow it, you can't go back and say, let's start over. Officials were unable to recover any further evidence. Hogan told the Journal a process of elimination led them to Ida County and Ruddy's relatively recent disappearance. Once experts confirmed the jawbone matched Ruddy's dental records, officials reclassified former missing persons case as a homicide investigation. Offer of 5,000 reward. On Tuesday, February the 10th, 2009, the 9th anniversary of Ruddy's disappearance, the Iowa DCI and the Ida County Sheriff's Office held a press conference to announce the 5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for Ruddy's death. We want to remind folks that this case is still open and we have not forgotten about it. We know Connie's family has not forgotten about this, said Ida County Sheriff Wade Harriman. We want to re-energise the case any way we can and hopefully get some help from the public so we can move this case forward. Connie Ruddy's parents, Mary and Gary Newmeyer, told KTIV Channel 4 News they were hopeful that the new attention being brought to the case would help them find out what actually happened to their daughter. There is probably not a day that goes by that I don't think about her and remember her, Gary Newmeyer told KTIV Rebecca Sunshine. He described his firstborn daughter as quiet and very caring person who loved her children and animals, as someone who never hurt anybody. Ruddy's mother said that despite the 12 years since her daughter was last seen, it hadn't kept the family from hoping they could still find answers. Eventually, I think it will be solved, Mary Neymar said. During the February 10 press, Harriman said officials had no new evidence in the case. They still had only the jawbone with which to work, but that they weren't giving up. The Newmeyers buried their daughter's jawbone for some type of closure and said they took comfort in a promise from the sheriff's office. The one thing they've told us is they'll never close the case. Gary Newmeyer told KTIV it will always be open until they do find out what happened to her. To date, no arrests have been made in Connie Ruddy's unsolved murder. About Connie Ruddy, so this is a bit of information about her. Connie Marie Ruddy was born December 8th, 1975 in Emmetsburg, Iowa, the daughter of Gary and Mary Newmeyer. She grew up and received her education in Mallard. She married Shad Ruddy on February 21st, 1994. Most recently, she lived in Ida Grove, where she was a member of Sacred Heart Catholic Church. Memorial services were held on September. Sorry, I lost myself there. Memorial services were held in September 15th, 1999 at Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Ida. The Reverend Gerald M. Fish officiated. Survivors included 2 children, Autumn Marie of Maylard and Austin of Ida Grove, her husband Shad Ruddy of Maynard, her parents Gary and Mary Newmeyer and of Ada Grove, 2 brothers Jason Newmeyer of Atlanta, GA, and Kyle Newmeyer of Ida Grove, a sister and her husband Amy and Chris Jokims of Honolulu, Hawaii, parental grandmother Velma Newmeyer of Mallard, maternal grandmother Enid Richter of Rolfe, and many aunts and uncles, cousins, and other relatives. Information needed. Anyone with any information about Connie Ruddy's disappearance and death are asked to contact Ida County Sheriff's Office at 712-364-3146. That is 712-364-3146, or anonymously at the Ida County Crime Stoppers line at 0800 568 4401. That's 108. Apologies, start again. 1800 568 4401. The Iowa Division of Criminal Investigations continues to assist the investigation and may be reached at 515-725-6010. That's 515-725-6010. Like I said, this website will be in the description. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to this. If you guys remember, we were here. I just want to play this for you. And this is the update. This is a day or two old.
On Live at 5. Tonight, we do have an update on the investigation into a 28-year-old Northwest Iowa cold case, the disappearance and death of Connie Ruddy. Now, it's a story we first told you about this morning on the KTIV News 4 app. Ruddy disappeared from her home in Ida Grove, Iowa, February 10th, 1997. Now, in 1999, a fossil hunter found what was later determined to be Ruddy's jawbone along the banks of the Boyer River in Crawford County. On Thursday, Iowa Department of Public Safety crime scene vehicles were spotted outside her former home in Ida Grove. The Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation told KTIV the search at the home on Burn Street involved criminalists from the DCI lab, special agents from DCI's Major Crimes Unit, along with members of the Ida County Sheriff's Office. The DCI said newly discovered case information along with modern forensic technology revealed details which warranted a search of her former home. The DCI said despite the nearly 29-year time lapse, searchers were able to identify and see several items of interest from the now vacant home. Those items are taken to the DCI lab for advanced forensic analysis. Now, KTIV will continue to follow the newest developments in this case, and you can take a look back on the Connie Ruddy case by watching our past coverage right now online at KTIV.com.
Okay, so that's what I've got. Updates wise, like I said at the beginning of of this channel, It doesn't matter how long the case is. It doesn't matter what the circumstances surrounding that person. If somebody is missing, this channel and its followers support that family. I have reached out to Autumn. I haven't had a response yet. It's literally been within a few minutes of me reaching out to her that I'm recording this. So hopefully we hear back from her. Hopefully we can have her on, and hopefully we can talk about the case, and maybe there's new updates since this article, or maybe there's some hope that's been given, and she can just talk to us about how the case has affected her. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to hit the like, share the stream, and please, please, please comment. Just leave a comment. It doesn't matter what it is. Leave an emoji of support. Write a little message. Write a thank you. Whatever it is that you want to do, please, please, please comment. Let's propel these videos into the algorithm and get these cases solved. Right. So that's the end of the video, guys. One thing I do want to say is I have to do this. I have to plug it. If you could please support the channel, you can do so via PayPal. You can also do it through Buy Me a Coffee, a super chat, a super thanks, buying a membership. We have different tiers of membership. All tiers will get you the same access. It's just down to some people can't afford it, so they go for the lower tier. Some people can afford a bit more and are willing to give a bit more. So there are the other two tiers. It's all under $10, £10, whatever currency you're on. It is all under that, because I want to try and keep it as affordable as possible for you guys. On that note, guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, and please, please, please be respectful in the comments. Thank you.